Right, gentlemen. Today we will have a interview of Pinki Kumari. She is daughter of Rajesh Kumar from Danapur. Presently, she is uh, undergoing MBA course at Army Institute of Management, Calcutta. Her father is in Army. Her mother is matric pass. He has got two elder brothers. Elder brother is one brother is pursuing MCom, and second brother is in Army. She has got two younger sisters. Both of them seem to be twins because they both of them are in the same class. They are studying 10 plus 2. She herself has done CBSE in 2017 with 88.6% and 12th in 2019 with 81.4%. She has gone across to do her BA Commerce with 76%. She has done her NCC B and C certificate. She plays kabaddi and hobby. She says, fitness, engaged in fitness. I don't know what sort of hobby are there, but that's how hobby goes on. And extracurricular, she is participated in group dance. She has been under officer. She has undergone SSB 4 times. Thrice she has been conferenced out. Once she has been screened out. And all four of them are probably from NCC side. Okay. Now she is going to appear for FCAT in next month. Now it's between both of you to go ahead. Okay. I remain muted. Right then, all yours,
Right,
Captain
sir.
Sushil.
Right. Well, morning, Pinky. Where are you located these days?
So presently I am in Kolkata.
Okay. So, how's Danapur? I have heard a lot about it.
Quite, it is a very good place.
Hmm.
I got a lot of motivation from there because Bihar Regimental Center is located there, just 10 minutes far from my house.
Hmm.
So it is a very good place to live
So,
there.
you have been
Very,
doing your education throughout from Danapur only?
so not throughout, but from my matriculation till graduation, I
Okay.
completed my education from there only.
And what about other places you have seen? Because your father is in army, so I'm sure a lot of
Yes,
postings, new places.
yes, sir. In my childhood, I lived in Rourkela, then Nashik, then Punjab, then Meerut, and then I shifted to my permanent home, Danapur.
So, you didn't tell your papa that I should be seeing country. Huh? Why one place?
So, because after matriculation, I wanted to like live in one place only because there are some problems occurring because of registration and all things. We are changing the schools after ninth standard. It is easy for me to stay in one school and remain dedicated to my studies because it will be a problem for us to change different kind of documentation in every school.
Okay. And well, what has been your experiences of SSB, and what do you feel was a shortcoming that you think that is not getting you success?
So, well, every SSB was a got a different kind of experience to me. Uh, Talking about my first SSB, I just went to give the SSB. I didn't knew about the processes. Secondly, I prepared for in my second and third attempt. I was just preconceiving my ideas. So I think that was the reason I didn't get recommended in my second and third attempt. And the fourth one, I got screened out.
So it is the fourth one you got screened out. So first
Yes,
three
sir, fourth
attempts you
one.
were conferenced out.
Yes.
So why this reverse order?
Uh, uh, I didn't perform well in my fourth attempt in group discussion when the screening process was going on.
So
Just,
any
just because
particular
of that,
thing? Okay. Any particular thing you have done to improve your chances of success?
yes, sir, a lot of things I have uh, conceived that I have to improve for my SSB, interacting with Colonel M.K. Prasad sir. A lot of things. Like in psych, I have to improve my situation reaction test, first of all, and SDTs also. I have to write the real things. In my last attempt, I have written the things which I thought that my friend thinks, but from last attempt, I am thinking that I have to write the real ones just because it is shown in whole process. And in interview, I'm just going on. And for lecture date, I have to improve my knowledge. And these are the things I am working on.
Okay, perfect. So, well, you have been through the interviews. We'll generally be interacting with each other for 45 minutes, where we'll
Yes,
be knowing, getting to know more about you. Though we have gained
yes,
some information after going through the PIQ form that you had submitted. Now, you may talk freely about yourself and your activities in greater detail. So, suppose you tell me about your education starting from class 10 onwards and working up to your present level. I would be interested in knowing about the percentage scored in various examinations, the subjects chosen for further studies, and also about your future career options. Talk about your participation in extracurricular activities, including games, sports, etc., any achievements in there. I would be interested in knowing about the teacher that you liked the most and those who did not impress you much. Mention about your friend circle that you moved with, school, college, or hostel. Who are your close friends? Why do you consider them so? Any difficulties in financing your education and such others? You may start.
so about my education, after in my matriculation, I secured 83.6 percentage. The subject I liked the most at that time was social science because it has an exposure of its vast history. It's talking about the environment. After matriculation, I chosen to opt for commerce because I had an interest to know how a business firm operates, how it carry out its operation. So I chosen commerce, and that was a very fruitful decision for me because I had secured sixth position in my school in the subject commerce itself. After that, I again opted for Bachelor of Commerce to get more exposure about that field. And in my graduation, I secured 76% with distinction in the university too. And after that, I took a gap of 2 years to prepare for my aspiration as I was uh, dedicated to join the defense forces. But I also believe in the strategy of having a plan B that I again opted for MBA. And so that I could get placed in any company, I should be independent. And also, by completing my MBA, I had a chance to apply for Navy logistics operations too. Talking about the subjects I like in my education is accountancy itself because I like the calculations, maintaining the books of accounts, auditing process, and taxation accounts. The subject in quite take me more interesting, and the subjects I didn't like was law because for achieving the marks in that, I have to remind a lot of cases along with its years. So I didn't like that subject, but I kept on revising that subject again and again. In my spare time, I used to watch theories about that on YouTube so that I could remind it. And also, I had secured a good marks in that, but I didn't like that subject. About extracurriculum, I was in NCC in my graduation for 3 years and performed various kind of tasks and got also the rank of under officer. And I also used to play kabaddi, which is since continued in my present college also. And I used to take part in group dance also, which is the cultural dance of Bihar. And talking about the teachers, which I liked the most was Mr. Amod Singh sir, which was in my school. He used to teach the subject accountancy in such a creative way that we love the subject most. He used various artistic digital programs so that we could learn it. And I myself got inspired a lot from him because at his young age, he also wanted to join armed forces. But just because of his some medical circumstances, he didn't able to join that. But he used to aspire a lot. And talking about the teacher that would little impressed me was, I think, my school PTA teacher because he could do more to influence us to get indulged in sports activities. So this is about me, sir.
Okay. And
So anything I left?
yes, you have.
So which part can I ask?
Think about it. Okay. Talk about your participation, extracurricular activities, any achievements in them. Who do you consider your close friends and why? Any difficulties in financing your education and such other
So my participation in extracurriculum in school was participating a lot in extracurricular activities like in drama, speeches. In graduation, I opted for NCC because my in my college NCC was there, and I was motivated to seeing the cadets going through the NCC procedure and the camps and learning a lot of things. So I also joined NCC. In that, I was conducting. In my first year, I was just attending the camps, but in my second and third year, I also did perform the job of um, camp senior by having the rank of under officer. And in my NCC also, I perform various tasks, various kind of group activities like group discussions and group dance also. And talking about kabaddi, I had started to playing this game by NCC itself because in spare time we used to play sports. So I just loved the game and its strategies. So I used to play this in my college and also get selected in the college team also, which I represented in the university too, that is Patna University. Coming to my present college, I take it. I there was no such kind of team. I took initiative to form a team and play with various kind of external colleges. So these are my initiatives to take part in extracurricular activities. Talking about my friends, my best friend is Sana Ali. She's from my schooling. We used to participate in extracurriculum where in the same house. We were not in the same class, but we used to go tuitions with her, and I also used to go school with her. We had a lot of talkings. I like her personality, positivity a lot. That's why she's my best friend. And um, talking about financing with my education. I didn't face any problems in that. And uh, yes, I didn't face any kind of problems in financing my education till now.
things? Okay. So what are your future career options after, say, if you say, God forbid, if you don't get selected in armed forces, what are you thinking of?
So after completing my MBA, I would find uh, uh, I want to aspiring to be a financial analyst, and I am working hard for that. I would be joining a corporate life. And after completing my MBA also, I would try to attempt to the Navy board also. That is for the logistic branch, which I am eligible for.
Okay. So, what all competitive exams did you appear for after completing your graduation to get MBA?
So after completing my graduation, I told you that I'd taken a gap of 2 years. In that, I was not only attempting the defense exams, I also attempted SSC exams, which I cleared also. Like uh, SSC phases exams, I cleared it 3 times, and twice I got made it out, and the third time I got for the documentation. 2 months passed, and that's the exams I had cleared.
What about CAT and all?
Yes, sir, I had appeared for the CAT, and then got admission in this college.
Okay, what was your score in CAT percentile?
So it was 65.7 percentile.
Mm-hmm. You didn't put in effort for improving the percentile and getting into a
So
better college. You are a smart
uh,
girl.
yes, sir. But my aspiration was to join Army Institute of Management only because my ethos and my future dreams and the kind of environment this college is giving me is combinedly aligning with my goals. So I appeared CAT without even preparation. I inquired into the college that what kind of eligibility is there. So they told me that you have some kind of internship programs and should be a good participation in group discussion also, have good communication. And if you have this low score, then you have to participate well in other tasks.
Hmm. So you didn't
So
try out. So what is the good environment that you found out in Army Institute of Management? How is it benefiting you?
it is not just similar to other B schools. It have a MBA curricular with such kind of army ethos the college is conducting. First of all, I would like to I would like to explain this by giving an example. Like in other B schools, they don't have a curriculum that student have to host flag every day. Like we have to host the national flag every day by having the responsibility in ourselves. So being an army brat, doing such kind of activity in early morning by sleeping, doing a lot of college tasks at 3 or 4 a.m. We have such kind of motivation to host the national flag in such morning. So I don't think that any other B schools have such kind of um curriculum. And also in this college we have a residential this college have a residential programs. It feels like the training centers of the army, that we are
Hmm.
living there, we are studying there, we are learning here.
Hmm.
And also
So
the
other than
yes
flag
sir.
hosting, you didn't find any difference with
Yes
other
sir.
B schools. Is that a
So
big thing? Or
it was just an example. A lot of things is there. Like we used to play sports a lot,
hmm.
and there are some uh, external sports engagement with other
So what made
colleges
you
too.
join this
And
college? I mean, what made you think that this is a college for me and this will help me in my life?
so I said that this college have ethos of army. This
Hmm.
is an environment which motivates us to join armed forces a lot
Hmm.
because the directors and the registrar of this college is also a retired army officer.
Hmm.
So they made us to give such kind of motivation that we should not only prepare for the MBA curriculum also, we should be get ready to join the armed forces also.
Okay. Why you want to join our forces?
The the first reason that I was being to the I was since my childhood I was living in the cantonment area, which motivated me a lot by seeing the women officers wearing that kind of uniform, carrying such kind of responsibilities. So I got motivated a lot from there. Also in my NCC, I joined Also, in my graduation, I joined NCC and have self motivation to join armed forces by wearing that uniform, carrying a lot of responsibilities. I had gone through basic military training that is given in NCC. Also, I have sportsmanship and have a courage and perseverance, determination. So these kind of motivation gives me a lot to perceive a career perceive a career in armed forces. I am motivated to serve my country by wearing the uniform, and so this kind of determination is there in me.
So why do you think you are suitable for Indian Army?
So because I am very consistent and determined to join.
But
To
commerce, where will you find utility in Indian Army?
so,
Like a commerce graduate, where do you find him useful in Indian Army?
so every organization have its operation. Like I'm starting this by giving in management. Like we have to opt out for different kind of majors like marketing, finance, and etc. Every organization is working. It's like if an organization is manufacturing a product, it have to get financed. Similarly, in army, if army is not only about war and keeping peace, it also maintains its materials things. And in army and air force also, the ordnance branch is there, which keeps a record and just keep functional just keep the functional and efficient utilization of its materials. So in core of ordnance, the it is suitable that a commerce a graduate student will be there so that understanding could be more easier. The proper utilization of materials, its management should be more easier than the other candidates, I think
So
so.
suppose you don't get ordnance then, so your talent will be wasted by Indian Army.
No, sir, it doesn't mean that my talent got wasted. I just don't have that commerce background. I have other qualities also.
Hmm. So
I
now
could
since
opt.
ordnance is out, so your professional field you will not be able to use it in Indian Army.
Sir, in my professional field, we are not only get trained about the materials and how to maintain it. We are trained to just go through any processes, just go through any post and work efficiently on that.
Okay. So tell me, who's the three serving chiefs of Army, Navy, Air Force?
Sir.
Three serving chiefs, current chiefs of Army, Navy, and Air Force.
Sir, currently I'm not reminding that names.
What about Chief of Defence Staff? Who is Chief of Defence Staff?
So it's General Anil Chauhan.
Sorry?
So it's General Anil.
General?
Yes, sir.
You sure? Then what is Chief of Army Staff?
Sir?
Chief of Army Staff, what is his rank?
So it's General.
And CDS also is General.
So yes, both were in the rank of General only.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
They can have two generals.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me something, Agniveer has been a lot of talk. What is your take?
Uh, um, about Agniveer, my point of view is that um, every defense in every country, defense organization have limited resources. Not only in defense, in uh, every branch, resources are limited. So, Army having a strategy of utilizing it very efficiently, just to uh, just to expand and to get more effective army. They are investing in the young blood of the country. And in my point of view, it is right uh, to get signed uh, such kind of strategy of army.
Hmm. So is it helpful to
So
the country?
yes, sir, because the li resources are limited. Country gets secured by the um, young professionals of the country, and also the persons which are getting inducted in the army, they get exposure of how country is how country defends its the nation, and also get exposure for 4 years, and after that they got also opportunities in different areas.
So have you thought of joining as Agniveer? And if not,
So,
why? Have you thought of joining as Agniveer? And if not, then
so,
why?
at the time of joining Agniveer, my age was not eligible when.
Okay. So you would have joined if it was permitted.
Yes, sir, I would try. In my
Because
opinion,
army
I
is
would try.
looking at increasing the age. Say, suppose they increase it to 24 or 25 years. You'll join as Agniveer,
Yes, sir, I would try.
right? Or you join.
Sir, if I will get selected, I of course I will join.
Okay, great. Well, that gives me a fair idea about your education and other related activities. Now, I would be interested in knowing about your family. So, tell me about the members of your family, including grandparents, etc. How do you spend time together? What kind of general activity is the one in which you get personally involved? Who do you approach for help if you have a problem or you want to confide? Talk about your friends in the neighborhood and how do you spend time together? How much of pocket money do you get and how do you spend it?
Yes, sir. So about my family, um, my father, who is currently the personnel of Indian Army and serving since 30 years and has a passion to serve. My mother, she is a homemaker and she provides a comfort to the home and provide an empathetical environment to in the home to every one of us in the family. I have a young, elder sister. She is preparing for UPSC and she is dedicated to do it. After her graduation, she also did a work for 1 year, that is in NGO. Um, about my, but I also have an elder brother. He's a person of Indian Army, and uh, he has a experience of 3 years only. And I have a younger sister and a younger brother. They are in graduation, and my younger sister is pursuing her bachelor of environmental science, and my younger brother is pursuing um, bachelor's of arts in psychology. So these are my family members. Talking about the uh, talking about the task which the things which I am included in with them is presently when I go to home, I help my fa when he was in the holidays. I help them in the kind of financial planning also when he approached me about any kind of help. For my mother, I used to help her in household activities. I also go market with her and see the things about the prices levels in the market. Also, in my home, I used to give any kind of suggestions and also guide my younger siblings. And from my elder ones, I took guidance. And if I wanted to give any suggestion to them, I also do so. In During my holidays, um, I used to spend my spare time with my family by going to the temples or with or about the shopping. Um, about the things I approach to. First of all, when I am here, I approach to my friends for any kind of help because they are here only. They see my situations the first, and I when I was in holiday, I used to get some kind of suggestions from my mother. Talking about the neighborhood friends, I have many friends there because when I lived there, I already told that from my after completing my graduation, I was 2 years there only in my home preparing. So when in the evening I go out there, I used to talk about them, about their lives, about mine, their aspirations, and um, I enjoyed a large group of friends there. Not many of them because most of them were in some kind of institute for which they have to go out. And so that's it.
You're missing something. How much of pocket money do you get and how do you spend it?
So presently, I'm getting a pocket money of around 5,000 monthly because uh, it is a residential institute and the fee is already included in my curriculum. So for my personal activities, I got 5,000 money, which I spend sometimes on my uh, personal care, sometimes on and I used to save a lot because I wanted to invest in stock market, but I'm just saving this because we used to fill out a lot of forms, and also I'm still appearing for different kind of competitive examinations. So on these things, I used to spend my pocket money, and I'm saving a little bit in every month so that I could invest in stock market and have such kind little knowledge about the stock market.
Okay. You mentioned something like, you confide to your friend. Can you give some example to explain what kind of help have you asked from your friends?
So if I get any kind of that if sometimes I got confused, like presently, for example, I want to explain this by an example. Presently, I have uh, a thought of taking major as finance. I have um, uh, s- some confusion in the things. So
Okay. So anything
because
related to other than your academics, say if you have some
other than
issue, who do you go and confide to in your family? Whom do you find like you the closest confidant?
in my family, I firstly approached to my mother
Okay,
because I am the closest to her.
okay.
So firstly, I approach her,
So what
and
are the advice your mother has given you? Something like, every mother has something to tell their children constantly. So what has been the constant advice you have got from your mother?
so the constant advice is she is been telling that just be remember your first dream that you were working on. So the
Your
constant advice, your first dream, because I'm currently pursuing MBA. So she was seeing me preparing hard for defense for last 2 years in my home. So she constantly give me some kind of motivation, some suggestion that how could you improve and stay motivated, and you
okay.
can manage the both curriculum effectively. So
So you
this
have
is
not
the
asked your brother how to crack and what kind of preparation to go since he's in army or your father?
yes, I asked them also.
Hmm.
I uh, I asked them also.
Okay.
And my elder brother is also preparing for that. So we used to have a conversation that what kind of difficulties we are facing and we should improve in that so to get recommended.
So what did he tell you about you? What is the difficulty in you that you should
So
overcome?
about me.
Yeah.
He used to tell me and still says me that you are improving, but work more. That you should improve your communication a little bit more. Um, be more patient. That when someone is he told me that you might be doing that. You have a little patience. If someone is telling that you overcut this and you want to put your point, so you should improve this.
Okay. And what about your friends? What do they tell you?
So my friends tell me that um, in my class, uh, they tell me that saying the things confidently doesn't make that correct. So sometimes I give rough figures in my class and they say that if you know the figures very correctly, then only see this. Because sometimes the class notes this and you will be pointed out for that. So say only when it is correct. So this
Okay.
kind of suggestion they give me.
You mentioned about your friend Sayani. If I'm not wrong, that's the name you mentioned. She's your closest friend.
Yes,
Sayani, isn't it?
Sana.
You said that she has a very positive personality,
Yes,
and that's why you like her.
yes.
So, can you just explain me in some form what you consider like which is the situation where you felt that she is very positive, or where you felt the need that her positivity is helping with some kind of an episode, not thing major ones, but something like that to explain.
Yes. So I mentioned that she was a friend of mine from school, and in my graduation, she was also there in my class. So, sir, when we were in school, we have to opt for various kind of post in school when we were the senior most in the classes in the 12th standard. We were I was just at that time I was just indulged in my studies only because boards exams was there, and she was opting for various kind of post, and I was telling them, uh, no, I just don't want to waste my time. I remain dedicated to my studies. She said that it doesn't matter that you will win or lose in the college in the school elections. Just give a try so that you got different kind of um, um, some kind of different kind of
Experience that you'll have
experience you will get.
will help with.
So this kind of positivity she has. She
Okay.
used to motivate me a lot to indulge in different kind of activities, try new things.
So has it happened sometime you feel that you have stopped yourself from exploring uh, some part of uh, experiences you could have gained otherwise because of your limitation of being very safe?
No, sir, I didn't just only remain dedicated, just only in my 12th standard because I used to focus a lot in my studies from 12th standard only. But I used to indulge in extracurriculum in every part of my life.
Okay, okay. And any advice that you get from your brother and sister, elder sister and brother to you, other than, of course, shortcomings and preparation?
Other than shortcomings, they say that you have a very good attitude. Just improve it.
Okay. And what about your father? What does he tell you?
So he tells me that stay motivated. You will achieve it one day.
Hmm. And why
Just
does he
don't
say
lose
so
hope.
that you are not
It
motivated?
it it just only requires consistency.
Why does he say so?
So because he knows that the only thing we require here is courage, motivation, and perseverance.
No, but why does he give you this advice? You get disheartened?
No, sir. If someone is giving me advice, which is seeing me from my childhood, he's something saying so right, and I could observe this in me also. If someone is giving me advice, I should work on that rather than being heartened.
Oh,
Hurted.
well, that gives me a fair idea about your family and other related activities. Now, I would be interested in knowing about your routine on a working day and a holiday. What do you like to watch on TV? If you have facility to access internet, how do you make use of it? What are your leisure time activities and hobbies? Also about your routine on a working day and a holiday.
Sir, starting from working day, I used to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, go to gym, do some kind of basic exercises, and um, um, uh, get ready for the classes, which started from 9 in the morning till 5 in the evening. After that, I take a break of 1 hour for having snacks and with doing some kind of talks with my friend that in every day we got um, some kind of presentation and making a group so that we can present it. So that kind of talks happens in that 1 hour that in the group who is going to do which task. So after 6, I sometimes go for a walk with my friend in the nearby places and explore it. Sometimes I like in college. Uh, in a week, 3 days we used to practice the game kabaddi for the college, and sometimes I used to watch movies. The movies which I like to watch is Korean dramas only. And after that, in the from 8 till 9, I used to make notes for about my college, like whatever studies we had in today days. From 7 to 8, have after and from that, after having my dinner, I do self study for 2 hours. Uh, and for half an hour, I make the presentations and getting ready for the next day for the college. So this is my routine for the regular days. On holidays, I used to wake up at 8, um, get some kind of involved in yoga activities in the college. That is for 2 hours, I think, in the college in the holidays. Go some kind of places with my friends, explore because I'm in a new place. So I explore new places here and share thoughts. Uh, um and in holidays, I used to play a lot with my college mates. And after that, for 1 hour or 2 hour, I study and then go to my bed.
Okay. What about your hobbies, leisure time activities? What do you like to access on internet if you have the facility?
My hobbies are playing kabaddi, getting indulged in fitness activities, and do group communications too, also. These are my hobbies. My interests are listening to music, dance. These are my interests. And with we have access to internet because we are living in a residential college. We have Wi-Fi access. Sometimes, if I got any kind of uh, in this generation of AI, we can ask to GPT anything. If I stuck any point on the studies, I used to search this and explore this. If I didn't know any meaning, I have some kind of exposure related to any field, I search on that. Also, recently, uh, I do not know much about the Excel, so I started learning about the MS Excel on the YouTube only because I have to complete this. within in 1 month. So I could complete that by in my hostel by having that access of internet. So I just started that.
Great. Now tell me something about your strength and certain aspects of your personality that you feel you need to improve on.
So my strengths are I am um, consistently determined to determined to anything I aiming to achieve it. This is the most uh, important strength that I perceive in myself. And the shortcoming that I have is I need to improve my communication a little bit and also uh, get um, uh, get some kind of uh, the current scenario in the world, get exposure to that.
Okay. Now tell me, which are the news two headlines that you have come across and what have you understand out of that? Recent global headlines.
Um, the first one is that conversation between the Ukrainian president, that is Zelensky, and between the Donald Trump in the White House.
Hmm.
That they con because when uh, from the time when Trump came into power, there are a lot of changes occurs in the United States of America, and the stance of America had changed by about because the former prime president of America, that is Joe Biden, have the strategy to finance a lot to Ukrainian military forces, but this the in the leadership of Trump, they have a strategy to work on its own environment to get the efficient utilization of the funds, whatever they got. And they have a very critical, uh, critical conversation in the White House that Trump said that you doesn't want to stop the war. So the conflict begins there. So this is the headline I read it recently, and um, so this is the only article I read recently,
What
I think.
about tariff war? This is the latest
So which one?
tariff by Donald Trump.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
I also read that
So
in the
what do you
same
think about
article, I
it?
think. Um, so 1 second. Yes, sir. So uh, the recent statement by Donald Trump that they have to maximize its revenues and make the country again the rich one. So for this, implementing this idea, the United States of America had applied various kind of tariffs to the world and India also. So as compared to the other countries, we have um, tariffs, but that kind of lower than other countries. But I have a rough knowledge about it, not the exact ones. So in that also China had given a statement that I have read it in the same article though, that yes, you can impose tariff. We also could impose the tariff if you want any kind of war. We are ready, even it's related to revenue or even it is related to forces.
So this tariff, is it good for world trade? Because you are a commerce student, you can throw some light to me. I have not studied, so I'm not able to understand. Is it good?
So tariffs are only good for the countries imposing it, I think.
Hmm.
Because we have a lot of tariff in India have a lot of tariffs before 1991 till it imposes the LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization. After that, India has a great exposure of export and import and was an open economy to the world. and the export and import deficits were uh, वो खत्म हो गया था after that implementation of the strategy. So I think tariffs are not that much good for the open economy because in every part of the world there are some kind of resources available to that country only. So this could be shared. Like we are exporting oil from different countries. We are not having that much of um, quantity so that we are implied to the other. So, at the same time, the other countries are independent to India for different kind of products. So so tariffs are the not that much good for the open economy and the consumer persistency to adopt a product. So it
But it
should
says,
be.
what they say, it says domestic production capacity, from global competition.
It may it may get insured to the producing house that they could get such kind of revenue so that it could produce again, make profit more than the previous.
But your own businesses and your own manufacturing sector and all are a job employment. It will improve when you stop other influx from other countries or imported stuffs coming into your market.
Sir, in this point, I would say that definitely wealth maximization and profit maximization are the prime goals of any business or any kind of organization, other than the non-profit and non-profit organization and NGOs. But the every organization have such some kind of social responsibilities also. So they have to fulfill that because they are manufacturing goods for the consumer only, and consumer are not bounded to the country's border lines. They have the foreign ones also, which
Okay.
is the continuous uh, consumer of that brand.
Uh, Now you mentioned something very interesting, like in your college there was no kabaddi, and you took the initiative of
Yes.
starting, and now you have inter-college competition. How did you go about?
So when I came to this college, I consistently asking about my senior sports coordinator that when would it start? They said that 2 years back then we used to play kabaddi, but since now we doesn't have because students have such kind of fear that if we got some kind of injuries, we didn't even study. So from making available the resources to motivate the students to participate in, and also I should indulge in uh, the game that I play and used to like a lot. So I you have to manage the team to communicate to the authorities to make the resources available and to stay connected with the sports coordinator. I single-handedly manage these things.
How did
Firstly,
you
I
convince
got.
them? How did you convince them?
So, first of all, I had written a lot of applications. So, I had uh, interview with my registrar sir that if you were able to make a team, we will provide you the resources, and you have to make a dry run that you could make a team, make them trained well, because you know the strategies of the game. You could train well them, and then make a dry run, and then we can have that in the college competitions and that kind of thing. So first of all, in the football ground only, because the mat is not available for the kabaddi ground. In that game only, I took the different time schedule other than they play. And first of all, I made a Google form for the students and circulated it. Very few students were shown interest, but from the week we started play, other students also took initiative because we find 2 to 3 hours of spare time to do our things. So there are less students which took participate in the fitness activities, so they also got indulged. Um, I used to teach them about the tactics of the game. And in the dry run, first of all, I was being asked to make a one team only. Thereafter, sir told me that with the with the one team only, how could you play the dry run? If you have to do such kind of things, you have to make teams so that we can see which kind of strategies you have applied to the normal average players. So after that, again the practice started. Some kind of student after injuries lose the interest, but I motivated them a lot. Also, when they get cured, they came regularly. At the dry run, the team were enthusiastically played. The whole college was interested in the game, and in the mat was also arranged for the inter college, and the game again started.
Okay, so what if there were two team practicing and you as a coach and there is a fight? How do you stop it?
So it happens a lot in any
Ah,
game.
ah.
So first of all, I go through the what happened about the
I'll say
conflict.
like don't interfere. I will break this other person's face. First, I will sort him out. You don't interfere.
I would say that in any game there are some rules. Follow to that. Other than
The
the
rules, they have broken the rule now. Don't tell us about the rule.
so there are kind of some suspension period from the game also. If some player
We don't care about your suspension, but I want to hit this person, and because he caught my collar, and I'm going to bash him.
So I would say that it is a game of strength. It would might be got hurted by galti se ho gaya hoga, such kind of thing. So make that person uh, cool in that mind that it is a game of strength. It might be
No, you don't.
had.
You don't interfere. I'm going to break this person's head.
So I would firstly pacify that and make a friendly conversation between the both the players.
And they said, and then they start pushing and breaking and giving blows to each other.
So I would try to make them apart for some time.
But we are both powerful. I'm like my height is so this thing, and there are two players like that. They push you aside,
So I would get help from my co-players also to get them pacified.
but they also join the fight.
So I would firstly told them to being a leader there. I
Now
would
nobody is listening.
because
Everybody is fighting only, and now more players are joining in from the hostel.
I firstly told them to be pacified. Just go through the rules.
By then all the hostel hockey sticks have also come out and
I
shuttle rods
don't,
have come
sir,
out.
I don't think that being in army college, such kind of attributes are.
Now people is agitated, so they don't. Their rational mind is not working.
So I would say that stop there, be
But your
such
voice
calm.
nobody is hearing because there's so much of big ruckus.
So some of some of them are my friends. I would tell them, please uh, get motivated to the co-players to not do such kind of things.
By then
Also
somebody's
get
head is broken. Now somebody
so,
gets injured. You see blood coming out.
so when the head is broken, first of all, I would provide the first aid and to the military home nursing which is there. If blood is coming out, will get shocked first of all.
But nobody is seeing. No, everybody is onto each other.
So I would get help from the helping staffs of the college also. I could get that.
Okay.
And I think that from that point, they could stop.
Okay. Well, it was lovely interacting with you, Pinky. I had asked you a lot of questions. from my side. You have anything to ask?
Um, no, sir, I don't have any kind of questions to
Uh,
ask.
I'm through, sir.
Okay. So, how do you interview first? Let me have Pinky analyzing her own interview as such. Yeah, Pinky, tell me.
Sir?
How would you
तुम्हें
interview?
कैसा? How did you feel about your interview?
What do you do now? How do you now? You have been to at least thrice. You have been interviewed in SSP. Now you have seen this. What is first and foremost? How do you feel? Where are you today? And what do you think you did very right? What do you think you did not do so right?
So I think that I need to focus
You
on
can
my
first what you did right. Let me just tell you what right. What is the best? What are the good things that you have done in interview?
so good thing that I done in my interview that I explained the things well, but I could more
I'm
ex
asking positive. Let's see positive. You talked about you got positive friend and positive people around there. So let's have the positivity first, no?
sir.
What are those positivity you have had from this interview?
The positivity is that I could before my interview I could interact with such uh, uh, to the IO itself and
So you
the,
want to say that you are at ease in interacting with the IO, is it? You're
yes, sir.
comfortable interacting. It's okay. Granted that you are at ease interacting with the IOs. Okay. What is the aim of interview?
So the aim of the this interview.
Any interview. And then now, so in this case, since you are going for SS, this is supposed to be a formal interview. What do you think are the aim of this interview?
The aim of the interview, in my perspective, is knowing that how a person is aware
So
of
again, so the
his or
problem
her own life,
is it now?
how
Oh, no, I think you are again, you're moving away from the system. What is the aim of interview? Why interviewing officer is asking
the
question, how you are replying? What is your aim as a
what
candidate?
kind of the person is.
So the person is, so how the person is known?
So by his or her own qualities, what
Qualities
kind of
of
things he
what are
indulge
those
in.
qualities? What are those qualities?
So qualities from it differs from organization to
No,
organization.
no, that's it.
But
No,
in
I'm,
SSB, they are looking for
we are
15
talking
OLQs.
SSP today. This interview is especially for SSP. What do you think
Yes.
are the person? What are the, no, you say person. You want to say what are we looking on
What's
for?
the OLQs?
What is the OLQ?
Sir, you're asking about the 15 OLQs.
I'm not asking for the what what is your aim?
तुम्हारा aim? Why do we have interviews in any job?
Now, what is your
आप
aim
किसी भी
here?
जॉब के लिए जाते हैं तो आप इंटरव्यू क्यों होता है?
To
It is
get
for
selected.
selection,
Huh?
Yes, sir.
क्या?
isn't it?
Sir, to get selected.
So selected. Look, very nice. So what? How do you get selected?
Sir, by
Yeah.
performing, sir, by
Very good.
performing nicely.
Very good.
How do you perform nicely in this interview?
So, you're asking me that how would I or
नहीं नहीं,
how,
How
how do you perform well in an interview?
sir, uh, by exploring myself, knowing more about myself, working on me.
yourself that is gone. That's you are projecting yourself. Isn't it? Your question is not all there. You're not. You're already. You are no more in this. As far once you go for interview, your question is over. You are getting giving interview for what? To do something. What are you trying to do?
देखिए, आप जो बात कर रहे हो वो इंटरव्यू के पहले का है. Preparing yourself, knowing yourself and everything. Once you are inside interview, sir is asking, how do you get selected?
What is your aim?
The aim is to get
Before you
selected.
go, now understand, you have told a lot of stories to the interviewing officer.
Yes.
What is the theme of his story in telling the story? You have given very positive quality from your friend around there, and that girl asked you to do, stand for election and all, but everything very nice, great. But what is the theme? What do you want to convey?
So I want to convey that,
Yes. You want to convey what? What is the SSV is a test of personality.
yes, sir.
So what do you want to convey? That I
So,
got a personality which is suitable for selection in armed forces, is it or
yes,
not?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If that is the case now, you have gone through total interview. Tell me 5 quality which you have projected yourself and on what basis. Now you have gone
So,
to complete 1 hour of is time you've gone through. Now
yes,
analyze
sir.
for yourself which qualities are emerging and from which reaction, which answer that you gave it know that it is your qualities.
Yes, sir.
You are management now.
So,
Now you're supposed.
yes, sir.
So
Management by
Uh,
objective.
yeah, tell me.
so first of all, I projected my determination
What
that,
determination? As an
How?
what is as an officer, what is the first thing required? Is it determination?
no, sir.
What is required? Now, as an officer, when you want to become an officer in the army, what is the first thing required?
So to be like an,
To be like a what? You ought to what an officer is supposed to do. He has to take decision in the spur of the moment.
sir, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. She just came.
Yeah.
So voice is cut due to the one call is coming. Again,
Okay.
I am connecting the phone.
Okay.
So sorry.
So my question is, as an officer, what is supposed to do?
She's just connecting back, sir. There is some connection.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear you.
Now tell me, what is the first and foremost, what is an officer? What is the first one quality, if I tell you an officer should have, what is that quality? He has to be intelligent. He has to be intelligent. Because he has to take decision. And the spur of the moment, there is no time left. If you are in Navy and God forces something, no, again, weather is rough. Can you tell God, hold on?
No, sir.
No, you have to act in that moment, is it? Have you got any time to react?
No, sir.
So the first you talk, very first talk is determination. How do you say, how did even tell me, how do you say that you have got determination? Why, which input of yours or answer that you given to the interviewing officer that you have got determination? How do you determine? Is a perseverance with which you pursue a goal.
Yes, sir.
So which quality, which answer of yours indicates that you have got determination?
So I said that from after my completing my graduation till then I was dedicated to join the forces, and then I the current college I got some kind of motivation to join armed forces. I joined there only also, and by
Okay. Now
completing my
you have attempted to join services, right?
yeah,
Is that money? Have you got success till now?
no, sir.
No. So is it only determination? Yes, trying is okay. You are trying. Now, the very first instant, if you just recollect, you told me the very first interview we went around there, and just what was the answer that we gave it for first interview? I was not all prepared. I just went around there, isn't it? So that's
Yes,
what carelessness. Is it determination?
no, sir.
So determination is what? You have to put in effort. Put in effort.
Yes,
You may not get success. That's okay. Now you're telling very first interview you tell me around there that I think the word which you used was no that the word was callousness. That the word first interview I went around there and you say went through. That's all. Do you use the word went through or not?
Yes, sir.
What
yes.
what does it indicate? Casual,
Carelessness.
callous, casual, callous. Is it
Yes,
determination?
no, sir.
Second and third interview, again, you just say, I just did this, and you're just in generally, you're trying to talk about it. And fourth,
Yes.
you got screened out. Now, 3 times you have screened in, and fourth time you get screened out. Only tell now that your reason you're telling I didn't participate well in the discussion, that's the reason I was screened out. That can then stand to logic. For a simple reason. Now you have been there for 4 times, and thrice you have been screened in. And even if you have not participated well in the say discussion, that is only 25% of the system. 75% is interviewing. There is the IQ test, writing a story, giving out stories. Only 25% left over for discussion, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So the first and foremost, you have not been in a position to introspect what was right and what was not so right. Let me just tell you very frankly. There's nothing wrong with the system. You are now, first and foremost, your introspection inside. You must know what is my, even at the end of it, when you're talking about it, that my strength is, you told two things here. Strength, I'm probably you, what are the strength you said? You're determined, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you're consistent and determined. Where is the consistency? How do you know it is consistent? From which quality? From which answer? Do I say the consistent? Have you been able to bring out anything? No.
No, sir.
Determination? Then talk about it. And then you talk about my insight is I lack communication. You can speak very well. You don't require it. Who said that there's anything wrong with your communication? It means what? Your self-evaluation, insight that you talk about itself is missing. Isn't it? Where you could, what you could miss out, even simple thing that you get, even current affair, when you talk about today, what is happening, you are talking about the famous Ukraine and the had in the White House. Today is something else. Today is what is today's thing? There's negotiation is happening between Iran and USA and Oman. Those are put together, and you are talking about something aware. So you are widely off the mark. The problem is you're not aware what is happening around there. Now let's start first of the PIQ form itself. PIQ form, you have filled it casually. Now, if you look at the form around there, neither you've written elder brother, I presume that you got even you have got four, you including there are 5 people in your family, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
2 elder, 2 younger, and 1 in between. Right? Who are elder to you?
So
Brothers,
my
1
sister,
brother
then
and
my
one
sister.
and 1 sister, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
1 brother. Now brother has joined army, is it?
Yes, sir.
And sister is doing what?
So, preparing for UPSC.
Brilliant. And what you've written? She is pursuing MCOM. Have you written? See that.
But
See
she has
that.
completed MCOM.
Look at the PIQ form that I'm not trying to. What I'm trying to put, because it's a casualness that comes into play.
You are
And
not earmarked whether it's elder sister or elder brother. That also we don't know.
that I said, that is exactly that you are told. First, you have not even answered. So the casualness that it is evident. First, when he looks at the PIQ, that is the itself interviewing officer looks at the PIQ, indicates your casualness. I want to bring out there. Secondly, go back to the 2 who are younger to you. They're younger to you. What you have said, 10 plus 2, 10 plus 2. Have you or not? On
Yes,
the
sir.
country, you are telling that they are already doing graduation, doing and so again it goes
One
wrong.
is BA psychology and other is doing
And you have written 10 plus 2. Have you written 10 plus 2 or not?
Yes, sir, I had written.
So why? This is that is the total thing. How do you expect that the fundamental? This is all in your hand. Is it in your hand?
That I have to write the last education they had
अरे
completed.
अरे लास्ट एजुकेशन अभी क्या कर रहा है ग्रेजुएशन कर रहा है ना यार
Yes, sir.
You have written in your sister MCOM pursuing MCOM. Have you written there or not?
Yes, sir, I had written.
Then if you have written there, what prevents you from writing there?
completed MCOM pursuing or something.
You already
You
she has
know,
already written there. 10 plus 2, 10 both of them both of them are younger. Are they twins?
No, sir.
Then so that's again. So that's a total. Secondly, now so that's a for now. Next, go to the next page. Next page you have written. I play only kabaddi. Is it very nice? Nothing wrong. I play
Yes.
kabaddi. That is the. But Why only kabaddi? Bano, you would have participated when your school days to college. Kabaddi would have been, it's a sports were not happening everywhere. And that
Yes, sir.
the girls around there is a very restricted sports with the girls. If
Yeah.
that is the case now, you may have played kabaddi at what level? School or college?
So college.
College. Which team? How many teams were there in college?
So in my undergraduation, two teams were there,
Mhm.
but at university we had represented our college, and many
Okay.
universities.
So you played. Do you participate in any other games, sports?
No, sir, in that only.
Huh? No other sports. And what are
No,
now
you
we come back.
participated in debate and all. You said no, like
Then,
school mein
Yes,
you
sir.
participate.
then you come back to the next aspect. You have got your hobbies. What is hobby you have written? I have fitness. Is it hobby? That is
No.
for hobby is what? Pastime activities. Something is constructive. Interest gets converted into hobby. Hobby gets into amateur and becomes a professional. That's how the things goes.
Yes, sir.
And when you write, that's what, and this is the fourth time you are appearing around there and you're filling the form. And so that is a casual manner which you require. What is the second hobby that you've written? One is fitness, and the second ask, what is the second one? You've written two things, isn't it? What are the hobbies? Fitness and bolo,
Yeah,
jaldi
I
bolo.
think
Okay. Next, come back in. Then you've got after fitness, you go back to the other aspect. You have been under officer. Very nice. You've written under officer. Then you have written for co-career activity. You have taken. I have taken group dance. Have you written only one that one or not?
Yes, sir.
Debate and all. You are saying so many things. What is there? This is supposed to be the fundamental paper from which interviewing officer makes his questions. Makes his questions. And
Yes,
you have to bring out a small little achievement in life that you must fill it up. Should you or not?
yes, sir.
Now, let's come back to let's start from the first thing that he asked you, tell me about Danapur. Danapur, you only talked about Kant. That's all, nothing beyond that. Did he talk anything more than that?
No,
गंगा
sir.
जी बहती है दानापुर के बगल
Ganga
से.
Chona, it has got historical value that
नहीं
1857.
नहीं मैं आ रहा हूँ धीरे धीरे. What I'm coming to, गंगा बहती है नहीं बहती है?
Yes, sir.
बताओ, मैं तो गया नहीं, मैं तो नेवी से हूँ.
So now what you've just in one liner, you finished it off for Dana is supposed to be, यहाँ भी, न तो ऋतुलाल यादव का बात करना, जो अभी जिसके ऊपर रेड हो रहा है. कर दिस इज व्हाट दिस इज व्हाट टॉक ऋतुराज यादव भैया रेड हो रहा है एमएलए बैठा हुआ है so if you can't about talk about a place where you have been there and even so you should have been very very no it should come from heart I belong to you have been at least from 10th से onward अभी तक कहाँ पर graduation you were there and if
Yes,
you
sir.
can't talk about that particular place what does it indicate बताओ मेरे को okay second in PIQ itself you have said your father in army does he have a rank
Yes, sir.
what rank does he he's a subedar. Is he or not?
Yes,
What
sir.
prevents you from writing Subidar such and such? It's
Such
a
a
it's a rank
responsible
he has
post.
earned.
Yeah, and such a responsible post.
It's a rank he has earned, and you are shy to bring out that he is a Subidar. What does it mean? You are trying to hide something. You should be proud that your father is a person who is serving
I
and
know.
Subidar Sahib around there. And so
That rank has lot of respect.
not to leave aside respect. It is I am should my father may be sweeper. I say I have to have a sweeper. I should be proud of what my father and parents are. So that simply indicates that you are not at all very happy with the status that you come back. And same thing comes back when you or later part interview, you were talked to, I got involved with the mother, he never talked to he had to really force you to tell what about father? Yes, I also talked to him. This is what he said. And that's the end of it. When you talk to the family members, you talked about father and sister, mother, all the, and no one, is there no other person in the family? Is your father alone? Does he have brother, sister? Yes or no?
Uncle.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Does he have, are your grandfather still alive or no more?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
He's not.
I don't have grandparents.
When did they die?
So when I was in 12th standard.
12th. So that means the family association still remains. Is there anyone else in the house?
Yes, sir.
So it means now you have become a totally restricted to the set that family member gets aside in the system. Now let's go back onto the system. So Redmond now, Danapur, you talked about it. SSB, yeah, I talked about SRT, and you talked about what all things are. I did very, I was illogical. I used the word illogical. Why? Illogical, yeah, that's the way you have tried, what you have learned, what you did not do so well in your 3 interview. You talked about SRT was not good. SRT is what? It is a conscious domain. He didn't talk about what I talking. So at least when you are talking to a professional rather interviewing officer, he is the person who is supposed to be the number 2 man of the board. And do you think he doesn't know anything about it? So you must really introspect what was right, what not so right, and you should be able to bring it out about it. Okay. And you have got the 10, all question, you have not been attentive. Everywhere you have jumped. 50% you have questions you have missed out. 50%, about 20-30%. It's human to miss out the questions. And in spite of the fact you have been, this is the 4th time appearing, you should have known the sequence, these are the things that are going to come. And I would answer the same sequence in which this comes. Well, I agree with you, one thing, it is not test of memory, but that is what it exists today. And you have got no option but to follow that. I ask you question, why do you think that all 8 to 10 questions are there in one place? So that is want to, are you attentive, are you there? He wants to check reasonability. Are you given rightly or not? If I ask one question, he asks me, that is the direct question. That is where fair enough. He'll tell me, then he's a conscious domain. So all 3 questions we went haywire. Anything, and he said, as a matter, say plan B, I have got, he never asked you, I have got a plan B and come back, so I have got plan A and you went to plan B. And after I took 2 years gap for SSB and other thing, and I have got plan B and I just done something wrong there. That shows the tendency to show off. Don't have the tendency to show off wrong. That's one thing which I'm telling you on there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come back around there. यहाँ पर you talked about PTA teacher, PT teacher. Why didn't you like him?
Sir?
You said that you liked the best person
Yes,
was the person accountancy, the teacher who was telling, and you do not like the PTA, isn't it? Teacher.
yes, sir.
Why?
So because he was not so much uh, doing the
Sports.
interesting to initiate the sports in the school.
So it does then extra what? Why should the PTA teacher be there? He has got certain job to perform.
Yes,
So
sir.
you are trying, he's an idiot who doesn't know how to perform his job. But they will be that's exactly, the problem comes up here. A person who is not performing a job, he cannot afford to introduce sports to the candidates or the students on there. Then he doesn't deserve. He should not get pay at all. You are in Kendi with that, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And Kendi with that teacher, if PTA they talk about, I think principal would deserve to be sacked in that particular case. Then you talked about SSC, merit. You talked when he talked about you again went illogical. He asked, did you appear for all those what that test GTA? What is that? Which test we call it? Management का कौन सा test दिया आपने?
Cat.
Cat दिया. Very nice. And he came back. Why did he choose AIM? Your answer, which you came much later on. You could have talked to a simple say, AIM got 3 advantages. It is being run by Indian Army and it exclusively meant for the armed forces children only. Secondly, only that there is a brigade sub and all they are only for army around there. It has got advantage from there. They've got some subsidy also we pay up because as a citizen we get around there, and because we have got 4 children, we can't. So they have got logic. You have to apply logic from this now. What did we give? Why do we give to IM? So now again, there's nothing wrong that then he said this consistent determination you have used over at least 4 times, 5 times.
Yes, sir.
4-5 times. So there's a
Yes.
perseverance. What is perseverance? You are trying to repeat the same thought at least 3-4 times. You remember you talked about then when you I was consistent and determined to join the services around there. Again, you come back and later, I am persistent and come around there, same thing. You again 2-3 places you have gone around the talking about sales. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then so I says, then he says, then when he talked about the question of, so that is the very badly handled. You can't even talk about you're going for selection SSB and you do not know the name of chiefs of army staff. What does it indicate? General awareness is gone. General awareness
Yes.
is what? Inquisitiveness. Inquisitiveness forms a part of reasonability. And reasonability is one of the fundamental first quality which any interviewing officer will try to look around for. And if
Yes.
you expect to pass, probably sorry, no can afford it. Okay. Now, so we got again. You said I get confused, and I asked my friend to tell me should I take major as a finance or not. Is that advice? Is the only thing advice you get it from friend?
No,
Why do you
sir.
have friends? They have to that advice. Yes, okay. Discussing is okay. Fair enough. That is one dissent, one right. What are other quality which a friend should have?
So they should be empathetic, trustworthy.
So if you know about it, who is going to talk about it? Me? बताओ ना. So it you
Yes.
are totally you got haphazard. You are not able to. You are firstly you are not very clear what I should say, what I shouldn't say. There's
Yes.
nothing wrong with you. Let me just tell you. You are a good girl. You are a good girl who has got good materials, but you are unable to know. जैसे बोलते हैं, it's a process. When you MBA में क्या करते हैं? MBA is supposed to talking to process, isn't it? And process, until the process is right, would the things be okay? खिचड़ी बनेगा क्या कि पहले पहले उसमें मसाला डाल दो, उसके बाद उसमें चावल डालना होगा? बताओ मेरे
Yes.
को. Okay. Again, you talk about holidays now. When you talk about working holidays, and again, it's nothing at no places where understand. First quality is what? Let's talk about the few of the quality which are only will take few of the quality and tell me if it is there or not. And I think Captain Sushil there, he will tell you on that. Now look at it. Can you see this?
Yes,
Effective intelligence, what? Academic performance, okay. Time management, you couldn't have managed. Financial management, yes, okay. Achievement in sports, probably okay. Alternative creation, probably. Depth of self-awareness, and so this gets missed. Is it or not? Synthetic
Yes.
question you could handle in between, but you got, he tried to put a lot of pressure, probably you can afford. Like that. Way of responding questions, haphazard. Whether response is spontaneous or deliberate or afterthought, are they positive response? Yes. Now comes back next word. क्या होता है? Are there any positive? Whether the candidate has sought assistance? Yes. Was his response complete? Will indicate his grasp. You have not told any questions complete here. Receptive can be your attention gets missed out. Inquisitiveness is seen by general awareness, which is missing from there. Degree and frequency of logical response that gets questioned on there. Where does the reasoning ability go? Cecil, I think you will.
down, sir. Very
Huh?
down.
क्या?
Down.
And until an interviewing officer is clear about reasonability, he will not start thinking of passing. Leaving thing, I think he will not put, he will always put it on. They are the
I
guys.
I will add here, sir, like I asked her how MBA is relevant to army. Now, if I don't find logic, what is the last point?
That is the
Degree
worst.
and frequency of logical responses for logical reasoning.
And what reasons
Now,
he has
this
given
is a
on there?
direct question to what the response is. If Pinky
Now,
can,
MBA teaches what? It's a management, isn't it? And army is what? Is management. Management whom? Manage the resources, manage the people and everything manage. So simple comes. Why you have to talk only ordnance and other people? You did talk about ordnance or not?
Yes, sir.
So why would you like to join army? At start, even any person, officer, he may be infantry, they are engineers also, they are normal people also. Why should he be hanking on telling only I'll join ordnance? You want protection, you want a careful, cases, no, you want a cushy job, आराम से बैठे रहेंगे.
जबकि मैन पावर is the main primary resource that has to be managed.
So that
I was expecting an answer to your understanding of human resource management, new theorems, its applicability,
it's
motivational
management
theories.
is total management है ना। आर्मी में क्या होता है? क्या
और क्या?
क्या वो गोली चलाता है क्या? एक ऑब्जेक्ट पर टाइम नहीं गोली चलाने का। He has to take a decision on the spot of the moment and ensure that all the resources. There are two definitions of resourcefulness. One is one use of available resources to find a solution. Second, making the best use of available resources. And that way,
Yes.
all the every comes management comes into play. Now look at the same thing now in the next comes back next star quality. Let's say आपका याद आता है social adaptability. Now in which answer do I say you got social adaptability?
Friend circle is only related to the same friend.
It's the same friend, that's all. Friend circle, homesickness, interpersonal relationship, strong likes and dislikes, adjustment to life and care of others. So now let's cooperation. How do you say that you have got cooperation is there with you? How have you cooperated? Tell me one answer where this cooperation comes to play. Bolo, Pinky, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Tell me one answer that you have had discussion. One answer where you say that you are able to cooperate with your brother, sister, and all. What is your contribution? Cooperation is two-way traffic. Giving cooperation, eliciting cooperation. Cooperation
The
can be family.
best answer could have been interaction in the family itself, where the cooperation should come out.
So that the problem comes up here. Now comes up, so the problem comes up. So that's the reason. So you have to be understanding. Aim of interview is to project your personality. Project your personality. And personality, as far as the service is concerned, it consists of these 15 qualities. These 15 qualities. And unless you are in a position to project these 15 qualities, कोई फायदा नहीं है.
Yes,
If you
sir.
want to go and just go and have a वहां पर जाकर आप घूमकर आप आजा आना चाहते हो, very nice. You have a good friends, good people, go around. I think I'll leave it to Shashiran. There's nothing wrong with you.
Yes, sir.
Then let me just,
She
you're a good
can walk
girl.
into her own merit. She can clear
You
her
can, if you
exam.
just stick to your own number, remain normal. Don't anxiety has taken, you're trying to show off unnecessarily. You're trying to put across beyond what is required. Stick to what is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shashi, all yours.
Pinky, as sir brought out, first of all, you have a fantastic way of communicating. There is nothing wrong, and the way you are able to express yourself is very good. Your credentials are very nice. Only thing is, you have to be slightly more serious, more focused on doing things. Somewhere I think you get bored. You are a person with very instant personality, like you want to do things and see the results very fast. So that is why the patience is a key. Somewhere you feel, because even during the interview your endurance was going down, because you started feeling bored with all the things that was being done
Even
in
his
the process.
elder brother is telling you must have patience. His elder brother is telling her that you have my
so
patience, isn't it?
So sustenance तुम्हें चाहिए, Pinky. You are a fantastic person. Only thing is that you are unable to what sir brought out. There is lot of incoherency in aligning your answers and responses. अब टीचर के बारे में you went to Anmod Singh and you spoke about he wanted to join army. Now the interview is about you, and my question was only which teacher you like and why. बट वो
Yes, sir.
तुमने एक एडिशनल वो डाल दिया उसमें कि he also wanted to join army, it was his passion. Now you see how the correlation is getting broken,
Yes, sir.
and in that you get confused.
Their coherence. What are the temporal coherence? We did talk about temporal is the A should lead to B, B to C. That is temporal coherence.
Yes, sir.
ऐसे ही जैसे तुमने बोला लॉ मुझे पसंद नहीं है, डिड आई आस्क यू? तुम दोबारा इंटरव्यू देखना उसको, मेरे क्वेश्चन में कहीं नहीं था कि विच सब्जेक्ट यू डिड नॉट लाइक. माय क्वेश्चन वाज विच सब्जेक्ट यू चोज. for study and also about your future career also.
रीजन है बिकॉज दीज पीपल थिंक दैट दे ऑन ये जो क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है वो आ जाएगा, दैट्स अ नॉर्मल सीआईक्यू पर आता है, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड the every interview observe what he eats up something, adds up somewhere and brings in something different. That's the variety he can do. He has to ask those questions. And people जो हुआ जो सीक्वेंस चलता है, मेरे को अपना वो जवाब मैंने देना है वो दे दिया, whether like it or not like it, बस वो देना है बस. So that is the problem, that is the variety. You said he picks up some part of the CIQ 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 1. That's the variety he can. The question remains he has to ask as a definite these questions, and without thinking you have gone into it. We talked about coherence. We talked about what is thematic coherence, what you want to convey. You must know what is
Yeah.
the, and it has to be cultural tool. It has to be within the cultural toolkit of the society that we are there. That's how the coherence means. So
That's it.
you can speak well, you know, you got certain enthusiasm to join, you would like to do something, it's a good thing. चलो से
Last is but वही था deviation, as I said, tendency to be verbose, mental endurance started coming down after second CIQ, and organizing ability of the thought in the sense how you are responding your questions. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. That is the way the answer should flow. और ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस आएंगे आपके पास जो कि बड़े ओपन एंडेड होंगे, जिसमें आप कुछ भी फिलअप कर सकते हो. But then it has to be in a very sequential that we feel, this person is very logical in his. अगर जो लड़का logical, मतलब person who is logical will be able to understand the problem, understand the situation, come out to the correct decisions, find out the resources, how to work about it. That is how we go about things. So मेरे ख्याल से sir, she has all the credentials. She needs to just work a little bit on her.
We have to please, देखो ऐसा आज के दिन में इस लड़की में कोई गलती नहीं है. She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
Yes, sir.
She has, देखो, out of, देखो, understand, she is one of the 5 children available in a family, and sustaining that, in staying the fact that itself talks a lot about the person itself. You are one of the 5, isn't it, Pinky?
Yes.
And
Yes.
staying in a group of 5 and then trying to do well, that itself goes, a lot of credit goes to you. And you have tried to choose a path, choose a path of your own. Getting, so it is a credit to you. Take advantage of it. Stay focused and perform. Simple.
That's it.
Okay. Any question? Any question?
So should I say that point that I lack a little patience?
You?
It shows in my personality that I don't have patience.
No, see,
Patience is no quality. Out of 15 quality, patience is no quality. Is there any quality in patience? No.
No, sir.
Patience means you are not, if you are not sequence, is there any 15 quality का patience का नाम है? नहीं है
No,
ना?
sir.
So why should you bother about where patience gets reflected the way you answer the question? That comes into reasoning ability. You have to reasonable to put across what should be talked about it. Organizing ability. I should talk something. Effective intelligence. All this come into put the system. Patience,
Yes, sir.
effective use of intelligence to find a solution.
Yes,
अगर
sir.
सॉल्यूशन नहीं निकला तो क्या होगा?
दूसरा करेज पेपर की बात करना, आप एनसीसी के BNC सर्टिफिकेट बच्चे हो. एक कबड्डी में मार पिटाई होने वाली है, द फर्स्ट थिंग इज द डिसिप्लिन एक्शन, द करेज ऑफ कन्विक्शन. ना वहां कोई दोस्त है ना कुछ है, कानून तोड़ा है, कानून तोड़ा है.
Yes.
Okay.
I would call the authority or I will threaten them that I will take serious action if you
देखो
people
भाईबंदी
become
नहीं है, याद रखना.
violent.
फौज बहुत तगड़ा है, यदि गलती की हो, there is no, you can't escape it.
Yes.
Okay. हाँ बोलो. Any other question?
No, sir.
Pinki, you can talk.
I will look at your interview yourself and our feedbacks. Understand our feedbacks and then see your interview. I think you will understand what we are talking.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. Best of luck.
Right.
God bless you.
All the
Thank
best.
you, Sisi. I think we are grateful
Right,
to him for sparing his time. I think today was one of those,
not at all.
Ambedkar Day, he got time. Otherwise, he won't have found time. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot. Okay,
Right, sir.
bye.
Jai Hind, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot, sir.
Thank you.